Well, hello and welcome to Saratoga Race Course. This place has seen a lot of big racing days, but not many bigger than this one today, the Belmont Stakes. So there's a very good chance we're going to see Triple Crown history made today. And as you can see, as we approach the gate, there's a really nice crowd on hand to see the races today. About 50,000 people here today. And we're actually going to stay outside the fence and away from the crowd. We're going to have a great view of where a lot of the action takes place in the turn. And we're going to see the horses up close and personal a couple times before the race even starts. Okay, so I'm going to give you a look at race number 11 today. This is the final race before the Belmont Stakes, and just to get a little preview of our vantage point, they were actually planning on having 14 races today, but two of the races ended up getting pushed till tomorrow because of rain earlier today. Okay, it's time to meet the 8 horses that will be running in the Belmont Stakes today with $2 million on the line. In post position number 1, it's Hill Road, trained by Chad Brown, a young man who grew up in the neighborhood that we live in. And this is the Kentucky Derby winner, Sovereignty. I'll talk more about him in a second. In the third post position, it's Rodriguez, trained by Bob Baffert, the only trainer alive who's won the Triple Crown. He's done it twice. That's Uncaged, number 4. And Crudo, number 5, who is owned by celebrity chef Bobby Flay. Bobby Flay has been coming here for about 45 years, apparently. And he has a horse in the Belmont Stakes this year. Coming up here, this is number 6, Baeza. He's considered the horse with the third best chance to win today. Right behind him is number 7, Journalism, who finished second in the Kentucky Derby. And he won the Preakness Stakes. I'll talk more about him in a second. This is Heart of Honor in the 8th post position. And that's it. Those are your 8 horses running in the Belmont Stakes this year. Here's a look at one of the horses that just ran in race number 11, heading back to the stables. And in case you're wondering, security is paying attention to what goes on along this fence line. Now, one of the most prestigious things in horse racing is the Triple Crown. Don't adjust your set. I'm using a freeze frame. That's Sovereignty. The Triple Crown consists of 3 races, the Kentucky Derby, the Preakness, and the Belmont. Sovereignty won the Kentucky Derby, and when he did, his trainer, Bill Mott, announced he would not be competing in the Preakness due to the fact that it's held just 2 weeks after the Kentucky Derby. And that upset a lot of people in the world of horse racing, but I have to admit, I give him and the horse's owner a lot of credit for putting the health and safety of the horse ahead of the quest for more money. I'm assuming that's a police helicopter keeping an eye on things from high above. All right, so there's Baeza, and then the next horse was Journalism. Journalism is the horse that Sovereignty passed at the last second to win the Kentucky Derby. Now, Journalism did run in the Preakness 2 weeks later, and he ended up winning it. And a lot of people want Journalism to be rewarded today for competing in all 3 Triple Crown races. And by the way, at the Preakness, it looked like Journalism was boxed in, but he literally pushed his way through traffic and then chased down the leader. Let's watch it right here. Watch him kind of push his way through. I think his jockey gave a little elbow to the other guy. Pushed his way through traffic and then chased down the leader and beat him by a nose at the wire. one of the greatest races of all time. And Journalism is a beloved horse. I wish they could both win. I mean, they're both great horses, Sovereignty and Journalism.
Look, they're breezing.
What do they do?
They're breezing. They're warming up. Look, here they come. Yeah. Holy shit. Which one? Number 7. I didn't know. I'm gonna get him right under the heat. Who's that? Is that? It's 6. He should be 7.
Why? Now, why are they doing
right here?
that?
What? Hold on. It should be 7. Is that 7? That's 8.
Why do they do that with the other horse?
They're just like, they're just helping keep the horses from going. That's slow. They're pretty hyped up right now, so let her get ready to release.
Where are you, sir?
That's it right here. I gotta get the color for, I know that Sovereignty's blue. Is that him right there? No, blue. I don't know what color, what color is 7? I want to see what color he is so we can recognize him. It's 6. See, this horse is skinny. Look, he's all hyped up, right? Look. Yeah, you don't want that. He's burning a lot of energy. That's 2. That's journalism. Here he is. All the people on the, they're watching down there on the,
Yeah, they're loading.
okay. Oh, 3-1 of these. Sounds good. They're gonna go off in a second. At 3-1. I gotta move my. They're not in yet. They're loading.
Oh, okay.
They're still loading. Yeah, I thought they were in and they would have
There
won.
they go.
Oh, I'm behind. This is a delayed broadcast.
Yep.
Yeah.
They're
They're gone. They're off. We're moving the gate out of the way. You see it? We're moving the gate. In about 2 minutes.
Yeah. Here they come. They're halfway down the back stretch.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
That's 7 moving up. Yeah. Watch the finish on TV. Even though it'll be behind, watch it on TV. This is what we just saw. Right? It's the lead. Yeah, we're on TV. That's 7 right there. They must have a camera. Look. No, this is earlier in the race. This one. That's pretty. Oh, it must be close. You're gonna see us.
So where are they right? Where were they?
They're right there. This is the final turn, I think. We're out here. That's our view. Like there's a pit. That's the camera.
All right, we're just heading over to the stables. I'm gonna show you what happened when we get there. Okay, so let me show you what happened. We're over by the stables, but when the horses went by us in the turn, it was at that moment that journalism was making his move.
That's 7 moving up. Yeah.
And for a few seconds, it looked like he was going to take it, but then as they made their way down the front stretch, Sovereignty found another gear, and much to the delight of some and the consternation of others, it was Sovereignty who would pull away and prevail.
Oh, must be close.
Yeah, Sovereignty, with that win, becomes the first horse to ever win the Kentucky Derby and then intentionally skip the Preakness and then win the Belmont. Well, I really appreciate your hanging out with us today. Hope you've enjoyed this look at the Belmont Stakes. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye.